You guys like this mug? Like if I were a mug, this would be me. Like pink, clear, like, you know, this would be me as a mug. Hey everyone, it's Cece. Welcome to my channel. If you're not new, welcome back. So before we start this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Do whatever you gotta do to be on this squad, because you know who don't want to be a part of the squad, you know what I mean? Like, join the squad. Anyways, I digress. If you guys don't know, May 2020 is Mental Health Awareness Month. This month should be all about trying to, you know, get yourself together, taking care of your mental health. Normally we distract ourselves by like going outside, hanging out with friends, traveling and stuff, but right now we are forced to look in the mirror, you guys, and sit with ourselves. So that's what can be challenging about this. Those of you who are struggling with your mental health, don't be ashamed. You are not alone, especially around this time. Everybody's going through it. Right now is the time that somebody know if you are declining. Don't keep that stuff to yourself. When somebody knows, then they can try to help you out, create an intervention or something like that to help you get back on track. But the worst thing you can do is keep that to yourself and decline until you can't no more. So that's my little word of encouragement right now. So moving forward on this channel, I am deciding to pick out quotes on Instagram and bring it to my channel and break it down together. What does this mean? Like, what is it trying to say? So I don't know yet what to call this series right now. I don't know, maybe like IG quote breakdown. Like, I have no idea. Like, if you guys have any ideas, make sure you comment down below. Yes, I know that was a lot, but bear with me, you guys. I feel like that was like a word salad, like blah blah blah. Like, you know, it was so much to say there. Anyways, the quote that I had found on Instagram, took a screenshot, and this is really relevant to today's topic. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. Wait, no. Sorry, false alarm. But you guys, I found it. Alright, so this quote was on the page of Awaken_Healers. That's one of the Instagram pages that I follow. They always put out some quote, some type of saying, some type of motivational thing on their daily. So I like following them. And today's subject is going to be about triggers. If you guys are familiar with the mental health world, triggers is a big word, and we're going to break it down. What are triggers, what they are, what do they look like, you know what I mean? So this is all gonna be in this video. So the quote from Awaken_Healers is, "Be grateful for your triggers. They point you to where you need to grow." So I saw that quote and I was like, wow, like that couldn't be said well enough, you know what I mean? That is well said. Like, alright, so before we dive into this quote right here, we're going to define what triggers are, and some people might not know what triggers are, so I'm going to break it down. Hold your horses. Like, I'm not gonna let you slip, alright? Okay, so when I looked at Google, okay, I was like, hey Google, like, please tell me what triggers are as it pertains to mental health. So when I talked to Google and asked her or them or she or whatever what triggers are, this is what come up. Triggers are external events or circumstances that may produce very uncomfortable emotional or psychiatric symptoms, such as anxiety, panic, discouragement, despair, or negative self-talk. Alright, so triggers is basically like something from like the outside happening and that reminds us of something that we already had experienced. For example, like bullying, right? For some of us, we got bullied when we were back in grade school and stuff. So when somebody says something negative to us in our adulthood, that's a trigger. Like, that can be a trigger because you had experienced that emotion before, and it just like sparks a light in you that's like, whoa, like that's really uncomfortable. That's like a really uncomfortable feeling. This is causing me anxiety. This is causing me a lot of discomfort. And this is also causing me to question my self-worth and who I am. So that's a little mini example. I just gave you the definition of triggers. And so we're gonna go back to that quote, okay? Be grateful for your triggers. They point you to where you need to grow. So pretty much this quote is saying that recognizing your triggers are extremely important. Like, it's like a big part of life, because then you would understand more about yourself and why you react the way you do react to certain situations or to certain people. So I feel like when we do recognize our triggers, we can heal from it. You know what I mean? We can break it down, look into it under a microscope, and just like dissect it and understand it and mold it. But if we do suppress our triggers, then we just like keep it down, and we're forever going to carry it around and not understand ourselves. So this is why it's important to recognize what is triggering for you, and making sure that you yourself grow from those wounds, honestly, because triggers are like unhealed wounds, in my opinion. Okay, so and another thing is that, like, I have a list of triggers. I also follow this person on Instagram. His name is Matson Kip. I'll put everything down in the description box. I really don't know how to say this Instagram handle, but this person is like a trauma related person. He talks a lot about trauma on his Instagram and what trauma is and what triggers are, and he's very good at what he does. I suggest that you follow him if you're interested in learning more about trauma and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go one by one because there's a lot on this list. There's about like 24 triggers on this list. I mean, these are 24 triggers, but at the same time there's probably a lot more. Like, there's like a lot more. Like, not only this list can trigger people, or this is like a trigger list, but other things that might not be on here can also trigger you. Like loud sounds can be triggering. You know what I mean? Like, somebody driving their car fast can be triggering. The color red can be triggering. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of things can be triggering. The list is 1 through 24, so bear with me, guys. I know this feels like literally this feels like a word salad. Alright, so number 1 is I felt excluded. So that can be a trigger. 2, I felt powerless. 3, I felt unheard. 4, I felt scolded. I don't even know what scolded means, you guys. I have to look that one up because I don't think I ever heard that one before. Number 5, I felt judged. 6, I felt blamed. 7, I felt disrespected. Okay. 8, felt lack of attention. 9, I felt uncared for. 10, I felt lonely. 11, I felt ignored. 12, I felt like I couldn't be honest. 13, I felt like the bad guy. 14, I felt forgotten. 15, I felt unsafe, which probably most of us are feeling right now due to this pandemic. 16, I felt unloved. 17, I felt that was unfair. 18, I felt frustrated. 19, I felt disconnected, which pretty much a lot of us feel disconnected right now, and that's why we're trying to use Zoom and other outlets to stay connected during this lockdown. 20, I felt trapped, which again, it's really, really relevant to what we are all experiencing at this moment. 21, I felt a lack of passion. Well, I felt a lack of passion. 22, I felt like I couldn't speak up. 23, I felt manipulated. And 24, I felt controlled. If I said anything on this list that resonate with you, please feel free to comment down below. Let's have a discussion about it. Maybe another video I would pick like a few of these triggers and break it down. Maybe that will be better instead of this being like an extra long video. Yeah, I could do like a part 2. Yeah, so like for example, I felt excluded, right? Which is number 1. So a lot of us probably like experienced that throughout our childhood maybe, and when we do grow up and we do find ourselves in circumstances where we are excluded, that can be very triggering because it's a familiar feeling and it's an unhealed feeling, if you know what I mean. So if we don't take a look at, okay, what's triggering me? Is it the fact that I got invited late? Is it the fact that I didn't get invited at all and I later found out? Like, what about being excluded really like irks me? So when we can figure that out, like, we hold the power, you know what I mean? We hold the power because we can change that and we can evaluate what that means to us and where that comes from. Yeah, that's just one example of me breaking down this like trigger stuff. So like I'm saying, let's recap. So triggers make you feel uncomfortable. Triggers are pretty much like think about it as like a wounded child who went through this, and then as an adult they grow up, because like most of us are like really wounded deep down inside, and we don't know how to acknowledge that because we never take a second and take the time out to recognize what this means for us and why we're feeling the way that we're feeling. Like most of us are wounded children out here in a grown-up body, you know what I mean? But we just like play it off really well and nobody can see it or nobody knows it but ourselves. But it also manifests into different scenarios and circumstances and situations that you may encounter later down in life. So this is why it's important to recognize your triggers so you can grow from it. The first step is acknowledgement, and the second step is examining what the hell it is, you know what I mean? And the third step is healing from it. So hope this video makes sense, you guys. So I'm looking forward to be doing more of these videos. Whew, after like speaking for that long, oh my god, like I just need to have something on deck so I can like drink, because talking for however many minutes, oh my god. Whew. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, save this video. Don't be stingy, share it with your friends and family members, okay? Bye you guys.